Yo guys, Ollie Tatty, and today we are back with another episode of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. This is episode number 5, I believe. Yeah, I'm just cracking on with this. Getting as many episodes done as I can. Don't know what's going on with my hair at the back there, but we'll just have to ignore it. After witnessing Raymond's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and the Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Rainhold Manor in his own. Busy with the murder investigation, Inspector Chelmy warns Layton against meddling any further. However, Layton is confident that the Golden Apple and the morning's murder are linked to one another. Finally free to move about, Layton and Luke begin their search for the Golden Apple in earnest. Talk with Matthew, okay? He's the butler, isn't he? Butler. Hey up, geezer. Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that could point us in the direction of the Golden Apple. Anything you know would be a great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never said anything of the sort to me. I'd very much like to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. I beg your pardon, sir. Ingrid? It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she often helped me with my work. Matthew. Yes, madam, I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir, the lady calls. If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see, at this time of day I'd imagine she's out walking around by the general store. Please do me a favour and tell her that Matthew sends his regards. Certainly, I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thank you for all your help, Matthew. Isn't Ingrid that sweet old lady we passed by before? Indeed, we also saw her in that picture of young Flora. Come, Luke, let's go find the old girl. Off we go then, the general store is just outside the mansion, right? We'll be there in no time. Oh, Kalido, Layton, off we go. No, go backwards. Well, there she is. We'll talk to this geezer first. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a dish, what a doll, what a honey. Girls like that are pretty rare, I tell you. Yep, yep. Cheers, mate. It is Ingrid. Oh, goodness me, if it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? The name's Layton, madam. That's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do for you, sir? Earlier we were talking with the butler at Rainhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron. Heavens me, you want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have from when I worked at the manor, that was ages ago. That would be ideal, madam. Would you mind telling us one? Alright, well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his former wife. The way Master Rainhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed to be like children. You never see a man so in love as Master Rainhold was. When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by, so he raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her, toys from all over the world and teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her 2 parents' worth of affection. So where's Flora gone? Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where that girl went. She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Rainholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself, but that's nonsense. After all, the Baron cared about the Flora so much, I can't imagine that he'd allow something like that. You know, you just remind me, the grave of the Baron's late wife is located in the manor garden. I wonder who takes care of it now. The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden. Thank you, madam, you've been extremely helpful. Luke, let's head back to the manor. I have a hunch that the grave might hold the clue we've been looking for. I just remembered I've got like 3 hint coins, don't I? Hang on, Matthew, why is he pacing? Oh look, it's Matthew. Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's late wife lies in these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Valiant's grave, say, I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest, right this way. Oh, it's like a tomb. Here's the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. It's really, really bonny. This is Lady Violet's grave. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I've tried to do so. Here sleeps Violet, my one true love. This statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Violet used to take her to the park in town. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's journal. It should be on the desk in Madam's room. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid you on the search for the Golden Apple. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Rainhold Manor. Is that it? Okay, then. Find the journal in Lady Dahlia's room. Off we go then. 5 minutes in, we haven't solved a puzzle yet. This is unheard of. Where's the journal then? What's this box? Oh, that's okay. Books. This must be the journal that Matthew spoke of. I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's journal that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so... The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive. What do you suppose it refers to? I'd assume the statue. Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I had to say, I doubt Flora will ever take care to it. I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed her memory. Or did it say its memory, or her memory? I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You are my first, my last, and my only. Changed its memory. I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information here. I collapsed some days ago, and I've been bedridden ever since. I feel as I have failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I am gone, the people of the village will look after Flora and care for her as I did. He must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I have left everything in Bruno's care now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor, Baron Reinhold's old friend, we must seek out this person, Luke. But Professor, how can we find that person with nothing but this journal to go on? Haha, it's like I always say, Luke, any good investigation starts on the street. We just have to ask everyone in the town about the matter. What? I mean, of course you're absolutely right, Professor, let's get to it. Of course, any good investigation also needs a direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. Okay. Still haven't... We might as well talk to these people. Oh dear, I'm stumped again. And I just know I'll never find a bride of my own if I don't solve this puzzle. I spend my golden years alone with only the spell of cats and ribbon candy to keep me company. I beseech you, Professor, help me solve this puzzle. Fine. You have a single sheet of balsa wood, as shown in the diagram below. Your job is to cut the wood along the dotted line so that you end up with 4 identical pieces. Pieces may face directions, but they must not be mirrored versions of each other. Go on and get chopping. Can't be mirrored versions of each other. This can't be something like that then. Because obviously that's all mirrored. How many squares are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 24, 25, 26, 28, 32. So we need 8 blocks per piece. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't work though. Hang on, this could be it. No, it couldn't. What am I on about? That's not the same as that. Oh, they must not be mirrored versions of each other, so they all have to face the same way. Okay. They all have to look identical. So there has to be 8 squares per thing. And they all have to be identical, facing the same way. What about something like that? That does not work at all. This is my last hint coin. Don't start off by dividing the wood into 2 straight pieces. Yeah, I already hadn't. I just don't know. And I just can't be bothered to figure it out. He's irrelevant to the story anyway, I think, so like he's just there to be fat. I'd like to be left alone for a little while, Professor. I need some time to collect my thoughts. Okay then. What do you want? You needn't worry, I'm sure I'll find Simon's killing myself. For now, just let me do my job and go back to your search for that golden apple. It's probably the nicest thing he said. Right, we need to go chat up Ingrid. Yo, Ingrid, babes. What are you saying? Oh, she's here. Oh, look who it is. Professor Laddle, was it? Ladle. The name's Layton, madam. Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems you have something you want to ask me. As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considers his close friends? Also, could we just appreciate we're 12.5 minutes in, there's only been one puzzle and we haven't solved it. His friends, you say? Well, it wasn't exactly what you call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, that's all really I knew of his friends. Wait a moment, I do believe that I saw that Zapporn fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could you referring to the man we met? Ah, yes, that gentleman with the fancy little moustache. We should ask him if he knows anything. I would wager he's still hanging around the fork in the road just beyond the clock tower. And let's go talk to Zapporn. You weren't Zapporn, were you? Yeah, you're Zapporn. Close friends of the Baron? It's true, I had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. Mr. Zapporn, you didn't happen to be good friends with the Baron, did you? Me? Ha ha ha. Oh no, I was nothing of the sort. Can you think of anyone at all who was close to Baron Reinhold? Nope, I didn't really know him. Well, there was the one possibility. No, wait, never mind, I'm not sure. I guess Zapporn can't really tell us much of anything. Yes, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started, but at least we can be sure this close friend we're after is a resident of St. Mystier. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around. Ask around town, okay. No one in here. Why, you? Do you know anything about his friends? Well, customer, welcome, welcome. I have some great deals on sausage today, and my skirt steak will make any plate a fashion plate. Haha. Sorry to disappoint you, sir, but we didn't come here to shop. Oh, and here I was thinking I was going to going to reel in a big sale. You got a hungry look about you, you know. If I can't interest you in any of my family members, can I at least tempt you with a puzzle? Okay, here we go. We're going to solve this one. Sausage thief. Oh. Okay, here we go, here we go. Microsoft paying back up, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to eat the butcher's sausages. Here's what these 4 boys have to say. B ate all the sausages. So A thinks it's B. B, C, D. B, D ate them all up. C, I didn't eat them, no way. So C thinks it's either A, B, or D? And D says that B is totally lying. So D thinks B is lying, so B thinks it was D, so D thinks it... thinks B thinks that D is wrong. So D thinks it's A, B, or C. Only one of these rascals is telling the truth and all the others are, needless to say, lying. Can you figure out who ate the sausages? If A is lying, saying it was B, and B's lying. What? No, if A is lying, then it wasn't B, which means it could be D. No, because B and D contradict each other, so it has to be one of them. If B's lying, then A's plausible, D's plausible, and C's plausible. If D's lying, then if D's lying, that means B's telling the truth, which is saying D ate them. But then it's B. I mean, look at him anyway. You get 5 butchers worth of sausages. What do you mean just 2 bad? That's not much of a help. I swear it's B. We lost 10! Oh, only one of them's telling the truth. That's where I went wrong. So if A's telling the truth, that B ate the sausages, then B's lying, D didn't eat them, which is plausible. C's lying, so he did eat them, which isn't plausible. If B's telling the truth, that D ate them, then A is saying B didn't eat them, which is true. But then C's lying, so he did eat them. The C and D can't have eaten them. If C's telling the truth that he didn't eat them, then A is lying and B didn't eat them. It's C, I think. Because in all the other cases, C's saying he ate them, I think. Yeah. Nice. I'm reading that, but yeah, we were right. Hey, you're pretty good at this. As a bonus for solving my puzzle, I'll throw in some gossip I heard. Word is that someone lives in that dark, grimy tower. You'd have to be an odd duck to want to live in that old mouldy wreck of a place. Layton can have the vase. Or vase. So, he doesn't have any info whatsoever. He's a useless git. You, sir, Miss Sontaran. What do you want? Not being a member of a high society myself, I've never so much as had a conversation with Baron Reinhold. Nelson, in much as I'd like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. I think I need to go lie down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just plumb exhausted lately. It's that awful noise coming from the tower, you see. It's gotten so loud I can't sleep a wink at night. You know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumour, but I heard that every time a sound rips through St. Mistier, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are people who've been talking about feeling tired. So, you're next then, mate. You're next! You are quite literally next. It's like saying, oh, I've had a bottle of Coke. Rumour has it there's someone going around murdering people who've had bottles of lime Diet Coke. I really hope that doesn't happen to me, or else, dag nabbit, I'll be in trouble. Well, those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably just a load of poppycock. I think this game's like a 7, so I'm allowed to say that word. Whenever the noise sound someone disappears is interesting. Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with that strange old man who abducted Raymond? It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them? So we've got to keep an eye on him, because he's going to go disappear next. Professor, there's something on the ground here. You're right, it appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it? Sure thing, let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today. He's a good guy and he's given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity. This sounds a great deal like a journal entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer uses the term the boss, I imagine he was under the employment of the Baron. I've constructed models to fit every situation, just like the boss asked me to. I got a smile when I see how interested he is in them. That's the end of the entry. Do you suppose this person made some sort of models for a living? Haven't I already read that? So I don't have already read that. Oh, it's Elven Man. Prosciutto. Oh, Professor, did you find what you were after? Never mind that, though. I've got something more important to talk about, namely chocolate. Help me solve this puzzle and I'll tell you something I bet you find very interesting. Come on then, Prosciutto. Funny number. Why does it have to be another split the thing into so many different parts? Shut up. You have a hankering for chocolate, right? You've just called me fat to begin the puzzle with chairs. So you buy a huge sheet of 30 chocolate squares. The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between the squares, and you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Keeping those rules in mind, what's the fewest number of times you'll need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? If we go one down the middle, won't the key just be to half it and half it every time? Ah, but then we've got a 3C. And it goes down there. One. That's 2, by the way, because if you stack them on top, like, not stack them on top of each other, but move it around. Hang on, no. Oh dear, sorry. Sorry about that. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. I've got 6. I can do it in 6, so it's got to be that or less, right? It's not 6. Right. Bar of chocolate. 1. Oh dear, sorry. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Okay, we don't need that in one. Right. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 30 squares there. Right, what I was thinking... I need the control. I don't even use the controller for this game. Why is it here? Why does it exist? Right. Nope. What did I do before? Yeah, right. Let me just move that bit closer. Right, yep. Oh no, obviously that doesn't work. And yeah, it does. There's 2 brakes so far. But then 3 brakes. So it's all individual lines now. Got 5 individual lines. Then we put it back together. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? So how many cuts is that? There's 1, 2, 3. We've cut it 3 times so far. And then we 4, 5, 6. I've just done it there, so it's got to be less than 6. It's like I've literally just done it in success. It's got to be less than that. It's 4 or less than. I'm not losing on puzzle 69. There's no way you can do it in 3. I've quite literally done it in 6. I haven't stacked multiple segments on top of each other. It's not going to be 1, is it? But it's not going to be 2 either. I literally did it in 6. Let me look at this again. We're not failing number 69. 1, 2. Oh, but when you've got it like that, you get me? You have to break those 2 pieces individually. I don't care. I'm genuinely, I'm just going up until I get the right answer. I'm just going up until I get the right answer. It's going to be less than 30, isn't it? It's going to be less than 30. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 24, 29. We're counting down from 29. Oh, it's... Why was it that simple? That's daft. Now it makes sense. Okay, now about that hot info I promised. If you want to experience the best dining in St. Mestier, you've got to check out Crouton's restaurant. Everything he makes is Y-U-M-M-Y. Don't even get me started on the stews. You have to try it for yourself. Well, Mark and Luke can have that. Give me more painting scraps. Also, you were useless. Okay, he's going to die soon. No, he already won in there. What about the cat then? That cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they? Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed the cat was tormenting the poor mouse, but if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you. Of course, if it has to do with animals, leave it to me. By the way, Professor, you've heard this one before? I bet he hasn't, Luke, you know what? According to the diagram shown here, A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals... A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 3, and D equals 4. This is easy. A has 2 pieces connecting to it. B has 1, 2, 3. C has 1, 2, 3. Yeah, C has 3. D has 1, 2, 3, 4. So E has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was easy. Next one. Bang! There we go. That was easy. Gosh, I wasn't sure. I was sure I'd come up with a really good puzzle, but it was too easy, I guess. Damn right it was. Hey, yo, wagwan bibs, what are you saying? Hey, good afternoon, mister. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. It's about a girl who's about to have her birthday. Another one of these, really? Right, let's clear the board so we can do some algebraic maths. When asked about her birthday, a young woman gives the following information. The day after tomorrow, I turn 22. So, X is today. X. No. What? It's going to be around New Year's Day. Alright guys, I'm back. I think I've got the answer. I think it's just the 2nd of January. Would it not be? Yeah, there we go. Wasn't as complicated as I thought. Wow, you're smart. Okay, come close so I can tell you my secret. I heard that all the people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken. I bet the monster that lives up in the tower feeds its victims super gross food before it pounces. Well, I bet it's like hamburger ice cream with butterscotch and mayonnaise swirl. Ew. Or maybe he just picks the weakest of the bunch to snatch. I just don't get why he needs all those people. What do you know then, mate? Nothing good can be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away. Yep. A brilliant chase, mate. It's Granny Riddleton's shack, isn't it? Hello, mate. Since you come to the town hall, I strongly advise you to follow the town procedure and solve this puzzle. Do I have to? Hmm. I'm just going to say 2. Under certain conditions, everything equals 2. No. Said you should probably do math like this on a daily basis. It's not math though, it's just wrong. 8 plus 6 does not equal 2. What? I'll try 13 because that's the actual answer to the sum. I'll try 1. Right, I'm back again for the 3rd time. I think I put 1 because it was the number of eyes. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely that. I was thinking because it was the number of... No. That will do... Thank you, that will do nicely. Now please vacate the premise. Alright, mate. Stupid flipping Pinocchio looking geezer. We'll go back this way. Hello, mate. What do you know about Strange Tower? Okay, if you really want to understand Saint Mystere, you'll need to search the village thoroughly. Good luck, fellows. You'll need it. Well, now, eh? Go in the inn. Oh. We have another puzzle. Okay, hidden puzzle. They couldn't be bothered coming up with like a witty segue for that one. They was like, oh, a puzzle. I remember this one. A work from a famous artist was recently discovered. The painting is a self-portrait of the painter in his later years and is entitled My Beloved. Assuming the artist wasn't a huge narcissist or referring to himself, his beloved should appear in the painting somewhere. Can you find his beloved? Yeah, I remember this. There, I think. I think. Oh, yeah, that's it, yeah. No, but that's right. Oh, shut up. I've only lost 5 for that mine. That's definitely a lady's head. That's not right either. That's quite definitely a lady's head. That's also a lady's head. That's right. That's got to be right. Does it? Yeah, because that just doesn't work. That's got to be right. If you guys haven't been able to tell, it's the black background. There we go. The silhouette of the artist true love was hidden in this painting. The painting must have been a tribute to his love for her, or for himself. Yeah, I remember that one. Easy peasy now, let's go find some puzzles. Isn't that what we've literally just done? The car. Vroom vroom. Not even the Layton mobile could make it across the river, huh? But of course, much as I adore the contraption, it is just a car after all. Ha ha ha, Luke, our little exchange reminded me of a wonderful puzzle about cars. Why don't you just give it a try? Alright. Parking lot, green lock. Oh, it's one of these. Nice! That was really quick and efficient. That was good from me. That was good. You can do it in 14 moves, yeah, but I don't want to do it in 14 moves. Well, that take care of the puzzle, but I do wonder when I'll be able to get back to my automobile. Another strange gizmo. Get in. Oh, the drawbridge is back up. That bridge appears to be the only way out of St. Misty area. It seems that we're confined to this town for the moment. Oh my, and to make matters worse, it seems no one can find the crank to lower the bridge. Well then, my boy, all we can do is wait. Let us attend to the business in the village. I want to put the thing in the thing. We're almost there. We've got 1 foot to go, 1 leg, back, and an ear, I think. We've only got 4 pieces left. Nice. Candle. Oh look, another candle, Luke. That reminds me, have you heard this one before? I bet I have. I remember this one as well. You have only 1 match left. You want to light the room with an oil lamp, start a fire to warm the room, and heat your bath water. Now to complete all of the above actions, which one should you light first? The match! You didn't light the match first. Wonderful work, Luke. That is indeed the answer. I don't see anyone minding the shop at the moment. Perhaps we should leave for now. Or we can steal stuff. Right, what do you know about stuff, mate? Lady Dal, you sure is God. Okay, we get it. You're horny. Guess that's all this. We haven't literally been this. Well, we have been this way, but we haven't been in the park. Because we've got another 2 people here on that doorway. Talk to Angry Man first. Oh, this time I've really had it. I thought of this great puzzle, but I couldn't find anyone to tell it to. And that's got you that angry, has it? You have at your disposal a large number of tiles like the one shown below. 10 by 12. Okay. If you were to take these tiles and try to make a square, what is the fewest number of tiles you need? Hmm. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So that's 6 by 5. 30, I think. I think this one's just basic maths. It's not a puzzle. No. So it's less than 30. I was going to say, is it going to be half of that, but... Actually... No, it can't be. It's got to be giving me the 0.5 for a reason. Yeah, because if it's 10 by 12, and I can add 4 half-an-inch ones, like on its side, then that's 12 by 12. So it's 5, I think. It's not 5. If you had them on their sides, so you've got 12. Right, you've got 10, a 0.5, a 0.5, a 0.5, and 0.5, and another 10. So you see that's 12. That's 10 with 2 0.5s, 2 0.5s, which is also 12. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. What is it then? It's going to be something daft like 0. Just the tiles in your head, you're a big schizophrenic. There's no tiles. Never has been. It's got to be giving me the 0.5 for a reason. Is it 4? Because if you just go 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, technically there's a square of 0.25 centimetres squared in there, or inches squared. Right? What is it then? I'm approaching the puzzle from all different angles. Can't possibly be less than 4, can it? I'm just going to keep on putting the numbers. Can't be 2, surely. I'm not going to try 1, because that's just daft. I'm so confused. I didn't try 5. And then it's just upwards from 6. I just don't understand. I'm just bottling this. I'm just putting in random answers for every single puzzle this episode. 7 is the next number, then 8, then 9, then 10, then... Because I don't know. Eight. Nine. Is it 9? It's not 9. Next guess is 10. Feel free to skip forward to when I get the right answer. 1, 0. Is it 10? Not 10. Is it 11? One. Is it 11? It's not 11. Is it 12? One, 2. Is it 12? It's not 12. Is it 13? Is it 13? It's not 13. Is it 14? It's not 14. Is it 15? I'm going to feel it's going to be either 15 or 16. It's going to be. It's not 15. I feel like it's going to be 16. Like, if you were to just use the 10 by 12 measurements, the minimum is 30 because it's 5 by 6. 5 times 12 is 60. 6 by 10 is 60. Not 16. We've already tried 30 as well, so it's between 16 and 30. If it's not, then it's either 1 or 0, because those are the only other numbers we haven't tried. Not 17. It's not 18. We go again. 19. We go again. 20. Oh, it's 20. Okay. Why is it 20? I didn't like that one. Oh, come on, I was already telling you the answer and everything. I wish you would have. You would have saved me like 5 minutes. But no, you had to go and ruin the fun by answering it before I said it was okay, didn't you? Didn't you? Have you ever considered the strong possibility that you might be a jerk? All the time. We'll talk to this one wee lass and that'll be the end of the video. Tee hee hee, who are you for this? Who are you looking for this time? Want to rest for a minute and solve this puzzle? Not really, but apparently we will. Which job? 2 corporations have put out help wanted ads. Aside from the information below, the 2 companies' offers are exactly the same. From a purely financial standpoint, which one should you work for? Company A will pay you $10,000, $100,000 a year and give you a $20,000 raise yearly. Company B will pay you $50,000 every 6 months and give you $5,000 raise every 6 months. Depends how long I'm working there, though. So, Company A. After a year, I get 100 bags. After year 2, 220. So, there's definitely a formula to working this out. X is the number of years. So it's 100, 220, 360, 520, 700. This one, in terms of... So that's after 5 years. B, that's 50,000. It's 105. It's 165. Then it's 230. That's after 1 year. Then it's 70. Then it's 75. So it's literally just B. Like it's better every time. So it's literally just B. And again, we could have only been wrong once because there was 2 options. So I mean, well, we got it right the first time. So you know. Nice. You know Lady Dahlia, right? She's planning to keep the fortune to herself once it's found, and you've been helping her wrong along. Don't you feel so dumb, tee-hee-hee? Layton can have the house plant. I'm sure he's absolutely ecstatic at the thought of it. Yeah, this is gonna be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy and want to see more Professor Layton and the Curious Village, be sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.